Okay, we're on number 7. Take your pick. Oh. Come on. Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, what do you think of that? I am running out of time. Today we are doing Wreck-It Ralph. One of the only ones so far that's in kind of what I'd consider the modern era. Which I think started at Tangled. So Wreck-It Ralph is a good movie. I remember how they were advertising it was hilarious. Or, I guess not how they... I guess it wasn't how they were advertising it, but how people blew this movie up as like, oh, you need to be a gamer to get it. I'm just like, no. No, like, yeah, there are some like video game references in it, but for the most part... he's got thick eyebrows. Like, for the most part, it's like, it has nothing to do with the story. You can probably tell we're giving up on quality. Or actually making it look like it. I'm just drawing a funny picture at this point. I stopped caring. This is a waste of fucking time. This movie's pretty good. I remember seeing it in theaters like 3 times unintentionally. It just kind of happened where you're with friends and they're like, oh, what movie you want to go see? And you just happen to go see Wreck-It Ralph, and then you're like, oh yeah, it wasn't bad. And then you go see it again for the same thing of, you're with some friends and you're like, oh, what do you want to go see? I don't know, let's go see Wreck-It Ralph again. I remember the third time I saw it was really late in the theater run. So, there was like no one in the theater. It was pretty great. If you've ever been in a theater with absolutely no one else in there, I highly recommend it. You can basically do whatever you want, they don't give a shit. And I did enjoy how all the characters were kind of based off of different eras of gaming. Like, Ralph is kind of based off the 80s arcade games. Sugar Rush is more like kind of the like N64 GameCube era of just like when kart racers were everywhere. Like that kind of PS1 era. And then now there's the modern shooter, which I guess was big at the time in like 2012, but fucking retarded. Oh my god. Like, one thing I really don't like is just a lot of the way they talk is gonna be very dated very soon. I don't know, movies in this era definitely don't have that timeless feel that every other Disney movie had. I shouldn't say every other one, but the majority of the ones that you remember. You can watch them today and they don't, like, they don't stick out like sore thumbs. Especially with the sequel. Like, I'm mostly just drawing the first one, but with the sequel especially, like, how even gonna know that YouTube's a fucking thing anymore? Come like fucking 50 years. For a company that makes a majority of its money off of old 100-year-old properties, they sure don't think to the future too much. Tards. There's old Ralphie boy. Ralphie! Get off the stage, Ralphie. Vanellope. Everyone's got very chubby cheeks in this. It's a very chubby movie. Oh, she's looking pretty good so far. Kinda looks like Toph. This video might be a little shorter. I don't know yet, because I'm not talking too much. Because because I'm just trying to blow through this, because I am running out of time like a motherfucker. Also, this era of Disney, I would say, is just kind of like, I don't know, it's more or less boring to talk about unless you want to write, like, these video essays talking about themes and all that. It's just, like, when talking about production, like, kind of, they haven't been out long enough to, like, make a lasting legacy. Like, Tangled, you can tell the kind of, the world it brought with it. But with this, I don't know, it's still too new. I guess you could say this is the first Disney sequel, like, or like this is, I guess you could say this is the first one to spawn them making sequels of their movie, just like fucking killing their company so bad that they're like, what should we do? I don't know, fucking Frozen 2. Wreck-It Ralph 2, fuck it. Like, I know I didn't pull Wreck-It Ralph 2, so fuck it, I'll just talk about it. It's bad. It's a very bad movie. At first when I saw it, I'm like, oh, it was okay, but the more I think about it, it's pretty awful. And yeah, on the production side, like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a Disney movie, but can't really judge, like, these big budget movies like that anymore. They don't make movies colossally awful like they used to. Like, we're not in the era of Disney reusing animation over and over that you see those, like, did you know compilations on fucking YouTube. Like, those days are over. Disney doesn't need to penny pinch in animation. They can afford to make sure their shit looks as polished as possible. But that doesn't make the movies good. And I do think Wreck-It Ralph is a good movie. I really do. While there is a lot of problems with Wreck-It Ralph, I do think it is a good movie. There's Vanellope. Gonna go and take a pee. Let's do the villain next, because he's one of my favorite villains in recent years. King Candy is fucking great in everything he does. Every second he's on screen is just a joy to watch. Have some candy. His voice is amazing. King Candy's like the best character in this fucking movie. I just fucking noticed that his necktie is a fucking like rolled up piece of hard candy. God damn it. I'm sure the little puffballs on his shoes are hard candies too. That's fucking brilliant. I know they made an actual like Fix-It Felix game, but I wonder if they made a Sugar Rush game. It'd be a lot harder to actually make, because they'd have to do like 3D modeling and all that. Whereas Wreck-It Ralph was sprites. Like little 8-bit sprites. I don't know. I don't remember if they did. I doubt they made a Heroes Duty game. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they did like a Hero Duty, like they kind of recreated the Hero Duty game for like a Disney ride. Or like what they go through what the game was supposed to be and the ride. Have some candy. Anything I'm missing? Nah, he looks good. Very easy characters to draw. Not that I could do it. But they're all very simple shapes. And we'll end this with Felix, just because I'm feeling zazzy. Fix-It Felix. One thing I could say about this movie is it's really funny. Like, it's... Disney hit some good strides in recent years with just getting their movies to be really funny. Zootopia is fucking hysterical. I still say the funniest Disney movie is The Emperor's New Groove. But that's just me. There's Felix. The laziest fucking Felix ever. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck everyone. I don't know. Was this a cop-out? Fucking yeah.